Good afternoon. It is Monday, July 3rd, 2023. This is the 2-year firewood cleanup project. I don't know, I think we're into like week 2 or something, I don't know, but let's have a look and see what we did. A couple hours a day, well, a couple hours every so often. This is the wood chipper, and this is the bracket I was working on. So you can see we got the bracket on, and we got the trailer jack on, and I made that has to be lower. I gotta move that because it interferes with this, so I gotta move this, make it a smaller one to move it up here underneath this part, and then this will be okay. I think it's gonna be all right. I guess I should have had it mounted up higher, because when you're towing it, I'm not sure. Once I hook it up to the car, we'll see, but it's above the box in the back, but we'll see. So that's an interesting ongoing project. Over here we used a brush cutter, and I got my pull saw out, so we cleaned up along this brush line here. Pulled out some wherever that is. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. I gotta get all that cleaned out. There's a couple of big logs that were buried way in the back in the brush. We're gonna get a PV and a chainsaw and see if we can move those out next time. Yeah. Our brush pile is getting bigger because all that stuff from over there went on the brush pile. I think he's thinking about pushing it out into the woods with a skid steer and let it compost. So we took the brush cutter, we cleaned up this so we can kind of see what we're dealing with. I think I need to make this round with this chainsaw and then use a PV hopefully and roll this, and then we'll see how we're going to process that piece. Back over here we got, looks like a pine tree I think, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to do about that piece yet. We cleaned up with the brush cutter over to here. We got some pieces here that next time we're gonna chainsaw the snags on the side and put it in a pile and see what the owner wants to do with it. We got these pieces cleaned up here, at least so I have an idea of what's going on. We cleaned up a little bit of this stuff back in here. There's a bunch of branches all hanging out, tripping me. I think we'll clean up this piece here so we can roll this out. I think that log is not attached to this tree, but maybe it is. Oh, maybe it is. Right, so then I gotta clean out, cut that one off, roll that one out. And I'm not exactly sure. Looks like he's been dumping some pieces back here as fill, which is fine if that's what he wants, because I don't think that's even worth chipping now. The only problem is, you know, that's not going to decompose in 2 years. It's going to be a pile. So when he goes to sell the place, I don't know if that's a selling point or not a selling point for a property. I'm not sure. Yeah, so we got these uncovered. These were all in grass. I was wondering when I was backing the trailer into the one day, and that is what it was. You couldn't see them. So I think I'm just going to clean up the snags on these. My feeling is that anything that can fit the chipper at this point should go in the chipper. It's not looking to make money out, you know, just looking to clean this stuff up and make whatever money we can to support that process. So the bigger stuff, we'll clean up the snags here, and that will probably get cut and split, I would guess. Yeah, so we'll clean up this pile here. And got some stuff over here. Yeah, I'm not sure. So that's where we are. I think we did pretty good today. That was my goal, was to use a brush cutter and clean up this section here, because I have to find a spot to start stacking wood. You know, we got that there. Once we split that another time, then it has to get stacked. And the owner wasn't exactly clear he said somewhere over here. So trying to find a good spot out of the way. You know, that tree has a white on it. That's a maple tree. There's a maple tree over there and a maple tree over there. So like they can't bother maple syrup time. So I figured we'd clean it up and then find a nice spot to start stacking wood.